So, this is a personal conversation at this point. I don't know how that's related to racism in the States, but okay, sure, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Are you open to talking about that?
Yeah, I just said amazing.
Yeah, so let's
How?
hear about it. I would like to hear about your relationship with your parents
how,
because it
man?
seems to me that a
How?
lot of this stuff is very personal and you're projecting it onto the human race. So I'd like to know if that's true or not. Tell
I'm
me about
telling
your
you that
parents.
my relationship with my parents amazing.
It is?
How?
Oh yeah.
Are they alive or where are they?
No, they did.
Okay, so
Sorry.
what did they do? What was your relationship when you were a kid? Did
Good
you
question.
get along with them or what?
When I was at one point, my mother tried to turn me away from my father because she was angry at him because he didn't do the right thing by her. So she became angry.
What's that? What was not the right thing?
One way, he didn't marry her when he got her pregnant, but she ended up getting married before I was born because at that time black people had values and morals and character, and it was embarrassing to get pregnant out of
That's
wedlock. It was
confusing,
immoral.
but
So
okay,
she
sure,
got
let's
married
continue.
to my stepfather before I was born. That way I would not be born out of wedlock. But the problem is she resented my father. And as a result of resenting my father, she tried to turn me away from him, make him look like the bad guy.
And did that make you angry when she did that to you? Did that make you angry?
Really fast. I'm getting to that really fast. And the worst thing that can happen to children is when mothers turn them away from their fathers because you take on the mother's identity. You think that she's a victim when in reality she's a victimizer.
What?
And so I grew up. At some point, I realized my mother was wrong for doing that, and I went and forgave her for doing that. I told her, "Hey, that's wrong for you to turn me away from my father."
Okay, pause, man. Just pause, man. Pause the hell out, man. Pause. Do you even know what she was thinking at that point? Do you know why she's angry? Are you even willing to deal with her emotions at that moment of her life? Looks like no to you. Looks like no. Which is flat out ridiculous.
With you and my father had nothing to do with me. My father loved me, but she tried to pretend that he didn't. And as a result, I went and forgave her. I went and had a talk with my father, and everything changed, Dave. I overcame the mentality of the mother and returned to my father.
Do you really lack the self-awareness involved in realizing that everything you're saying and your entire ethos is just a projection of your own childhood and your anger towards your mother? Are you really not aware of that? Do you have a therapist or something?
How do you explain becoming angry as your mother? You're just like your mama. How do you explain that?
I would not say I'm just like her and I'm not angry at her.
Even though you don't want to be, you try not to be, you are, Dave.
What?
So how do you know that?
Yeah.
Because I can see your mama in you, Dave.
What?
You have no idea. You don't know anything about her, nor me. So what's the basis for that statement?
When I see you, Dave, I see your mama.
Dang.
Oh yeah? What's she look like? Tell me about her.
You have her spirit, her
identity. Me? I have her identity? What's my identity and what's her identity?
Oh God.
Anger, insecurity, beta mentality.
Oh, so women can be betas too?
Yeah, there are beta women for sure.
What?
Are you the head of your wife, Dave?
The head of my wife?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Are you the head of your wife?
My wife has her own head that she uses to speak and eat and things like that.
That's pretty
Does your wife obey you?
No.
Does she obey me? No, I'm not. I don't own my wife.
Beta!
Oh, pause right there, man. Pause right there. So, trying to establish equity in a relationship is a beta, according to Jesse Lee Peterson. Okay, sure.
I told you you're a beta. You're married to your mom.
I thought being beta was being angry. So now you're changing it.
But it's because of
Is it or is it being angry?
Hey, Dave. It's because of your anger recreated in your mother's image. And every woman you get involved with is your mother. That's why you can't handle them. You got to get over your mother.
No. With your mother. Jesse, we've already established that this whole thing is your projection of your childhood. I did not have this experience with my mother that you had.
Oh, yes,
I
you
understand that you were angry
Why
at
do
your
you
mother,
think
and
you
I
can't be-
understand that you were angry at your
God.
father, and I understand that you're angry about your childhood.
Dave,
But this is a bit much, don't you think?
I have no
Yeah.
anger, but why can't you be honest with your mother the way she?
You
about
just
the way
said that you were
What?
angry with your mother.
Why can't you be honest with her?
Bro, stop assuming shit, man. Stop assuming shit. Like, you just met this person, bro.
Why can't I be honest with my mother?
About
what?
Oh,
how
God.
evil she is.
Okay, so how do you not see the absurdity of you taking a person that you just met and a relative of theirs that you definitely know nothing about and doing what you're doing here? Everybody listening can see how transparently absurd it is.
Why
I mean,
can't
it's
you
really
be honest?
desperate.
Why
really
can't
desperate.
you be honest about your mother, how evil she is? You're not answering that.
You didn't ask me a question. You didn't ask me, is my mother evil? Do you want
I
to
don't
ask
have
me
to
that
ask. I
question?
see her in you, Dave.
Oh yeah? Well, how come you
Yeah.
couldn't tell me what she looks like? How can you couldn't
That's
tell
why
me?
you
So
can't
wait, are you
say-
saying that you're psychic? Are you
Oh,
saying you're
shit.
clairvoyant and you can see people?
I see her identity in you.
What?
What is it? What does she
What?
look like?
Dave, but why? How do you
Bro.
explain the reason you cannot stand up to your wife?
Bro, this guy's even more delusional.
What do you mean
than
stand up
Flight
to?
Reacts.
So
What
you're
the hell?
switching it. You're saying that I obey her now? Is that what you're implying?
Dave, you're an intellectual. Why are you acting as though you don't know what I'm talking about?
Because I genuinely don't know what you're talking about, because when you talk, it doesn't make any sense.
Why can't you
That's why.
deal with your wife, Dave?
So you don't know her or our relationship whatsoever, so why are you pretending that you do?
You're not answering the question.
Huh?
No, but you're asking nonsensical questions that
Why
don't merit
can't you deal?
responses.
Why can't you deal with your wife, Dave?
Give
What?
me an example of something that happened between us that you think merits that question.
Yeah.
You said that your wife does not.
We
You are not the head of your wife, but that's because you obeyed her. Why is it that you believe that you're not the head of your wife? Why can't you deal with your wife?
I want to give Dave a
Because
chance to
we're
respond.
equal.
I want to give Dave a chance to respond, but I do want to
Thank
mention
you,
there's
host.
one more topic, a short topic I was hoping to bring
Yeah.
up before Q&A. I'll give you a chance to respond, Dave, but then I want to quick jump into this topic.
Yeah, I mean, there's no response. I mean, you have an agenda of what you want to pretend is reality, and you have no basis for it. So you're inferring a bunch of things about my relationship that doesn't exist. So
Yeah.
my question in response was, name a thing that happened between me and my wife where you think I didn't stand up to her. You cannot possibly have an answer to that
Yeah.
because you do not know her or me or anything about us.
Yeah.
Which
Why
is
you
why
answer
everything
the
you're
Hold on
saying
one
is
sec. We
ridiculous.
just to be sure that
There-
we
There's
get to
no
go to
question.
that next point.
Let's maybe go to the next topic because this is not a fruitful.
You didn't answer my question
word.
as to why you
We
could not.
haven't-
You don't
we
have a
haven't yet
question. You don't
broached
have
it.
a question, Jesse.
I think
you don't
that
Why
have a
can't you
question.
we
stand up
had-
to your wife? Is
Hold
my
on,
question.
gentlemen. One sec. Just to be sure that we get into this next topic, because I think that it will be relevant in terms of earlier we talked about the Obamas, we talked a little bit about politics, and so Donald Trump we haven't talked about yet. I'm kind of curious if you guys have the same opinion on Trump. I kind of guess
Oh,
not,
God.
but we'll hear it from you guys. So, Jesse, Trump or no Trump?
Oh, God.
Trump all the way. As a matter of fact, I call
Shocking.
Trump. I call the president the Great White Hope.
Oh, what the hell is
The
going
Great
on here?
White Hope.
What the
The
hell is going
president-
on here?
It's the best president. Hold on.
Oh,
The
God.
president is the best president that we have ever had in this country. Thank
What?
God for the Great White Hope. And he's hated by the children of the lie. And the children of the lie are the liberal media, the Democratic Party, the
Oh,
Neville
God.
Trumpers, the right-o Republicans. And the reason they all hate him is because he is a straight, white, conservative, Christian man of power.
What?
And those type of men are in the way of the liberals turning America into a socialist society.
What? So trying to establish. So what are you talking about? Like, I mean, like, what is this? I feel like I'm smoking here. Like, what is all this BS that he just threw out? Like, So I mean, obviously he's hated by like a lot of people, but like man started a borderline cold war with China, and what do you want to say about that? Apart from that shit that I just threw out, um, so you think trying to establish equity is not a good thing to do? Is that what you're saying? Because, huh? I don't understand what you're saying. And, oh god, this Trump supporter thing. I don't know what's going on, but go ahead, man. Go ahead.
God for the great white hope, and especially now during the Chinese virus issue. If we were in the hands of crooked line Hillary or the fallen Messiah Barack Obama, it would be over with for this country.
Okay, so I mean, I hate him, but I don't really
You
need to
hate
elaborate
him?
why. I'd like to focus. Yeah, I hate him. I'd like to focus on what you said. You said that liberals and the liberal media hate him because he is a straight white conservative Christian man.
Yes,
That's why.
absolutely.
Okay, so how is that different from almost every president ever?
Oh,
What does that mean?
oh, good point.
Almost every president ever has been a straight white conservative Christian man.
But not of power.
What?
What's more powerful than the president of the United States?
Donald Trump. If you notice,
He
Dave,
is the president.
if you notice,
Donald
Dave,
Trump is more powerful than the president of the United States. Is that what you just said?
But Dave, I'm not just talking
Oh
about
my
the
God,
power.
dude.
I'm not just talking about the power given to him as president. I'm talking about the power of this man being a man and being white and being straight and being a Christian. Christians are
Like
the most hated.
every single other president ever,
Hold on,
except
Dave.
Obama's half black.
Yeah.
Christians, number one, Christians are hated in America. But there's never been a man that I'm aware of in the White House, such as President Trump. He doesn't matter what
Yeah, me
color you
neither.
are. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. When you're wrong, you're
Hey,
wrong.
cons you all the same.
And when he put America first, I don't know of any other president that's put America first. And he fight against his enemy,
What?
and he's making America great again. No
What?
other president has ever done what the Great White Hope has done today.
What?
Yeah, no other president has ever been the president. Is basically what you're trying to say right now. Here, let's get concrete. What is one thing that Trump has done that is good? Let's start there.
Thank you.
Number one, and I hear it all the time. I hope you've heard this. More black people until this Chinese virus thing was employed under President Trump than any other president.
What?
The president brought the economy back until the Democrats are trying to screw it up with this phony
How?
idea of the Chinese virus being all
What?
bad.
Tell me concretely how that statistic is related to something that he did.
The president has brought back more jobs than any other president in the history of America.
How did he do that? How did he do that?
Once again, feared
Are you sure
and
that he did that?
respected around the country. Now, Dave, if
So
you
you're just
don't-
going to steamroll? You don't want to respond to
Dave,
anything that I'm
if you
saying?
don't have any ideas about those things, I don't know where you've been.
No, I have ideas in terms of reality, and I understand what you're saying, and you're trying to correlate things that don't deserve to be correlated. So you're saying that Trump brought back more jobs,
am I
and you're
wrong,
saying that
Dave? Oh,
more
God.
black people are unemployed.
Where am I
Well,
wrong?
I think that you're not even saying anything. How did he do that?
Where am
do you-
I wrong,
can you-
Dave?
Can you explain why you think that? Why do you think that Trump brought back more jobs? Can you offer any clarity to that
Dave, if
statement,
you're
or
not
is it just
aware
part
of-
of your narrative?
If you're not aware of those things, there's nothing I can do to make you see that it's true. If you've
Are
been
you
living
sure
in
that
the
there's
dark,
nothing you could do? You could
Yeah.
do anything whatsoever to explain it.
Yeah.
You could do
You know what?
anything
No, I
at
can't.
all
You know
to
why?
explain it,
May I
because
tell you
it's
why?
probably not
May I
true.
tell you why not?
Yes, you can.
Because you said you hate the man. And a man, a human being who has hatred in his or her heart cannot be convinced of the truth. So you just have to let
No, I can.
him die. You just have to
Well, you
suffer.
could try.
You hate the
could
president.
try.
It doesn't matter what he
Oh,
does,
God.
you're still going to hate
This is
him.
going nowhere.
No, I think that he's a terrible president because of what he does and
No.
says and
Well,
is.
What's your reason
Yeah.
for hating him, though?
I think that he is a disgusting, narcissistic, ignorant, extremely unintelligent buffoon that has turned America into the laughing stock of the world. And
And so,
everything he says is dumb. Everything he
what's your
says is
reason
wrong.
to hate him?
The things that I just said.
Are you hated for the things you do that you believe that others believe are wrong? Are you hated for that?
What?
Am I? What are you asking?
Do people
What?
hate you when they don't agree with you?
Oh God.
No, it's not a disagreement. It's actions. It's
No,
the things that he does.
Dave, you need to come
Yeah.
into our world. You're in the wrong. You need to come out of hell into heaven.
What?
I'm not in hell.
Yes, you're in hell. Anyone who has anger is in hell.
What?
This looks fine here. I'm doing good.
No, you're not, Dave.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, you're not. You're in hell. You're in hell.
Oh
Yes,
God.
you are.
And
Oh.
and now the insults at each other. Oh God.
Yes, you are. Are you in hell? Are you in hell, Jesse? Come on. Are you? Are you in hell? Yeah, you're in hell, aren't you?
Dave, you don't have a
Are you in
right
hell,
to-
Jesse? Are you in hell?
Dave,
Are you in hell?
don't
Why
have
won't you
a-
answer my question?
We have to.
See, I told you a beta male.
I'm just
you have
turning it
hate-
back
Oh
around.
God! I did
No,
another
I don't have
insult.
hatred in my heart.
You hate the president.
Yeah, for his actions. I
You're
don't
just like your
possess
mama.
hatred.
You just
What?
like
I
your mama,
don't know
Dave.
anything about my
Bro,
mom.
this
Oh,
is
by the
destroying
way-
my brain, bro.
By the way, that was really classic. I mean, it was not even a good. It was not even a good way that you darted out of that. You can't even respond to what I'm saying here.
Are
You
you
know.
able to think of anything that the Great White Hope has done in nearly 4 years that is good for the country?
What?
I can't think of one.
You can't think of one thing.
No, and I don't really keep up on politics as much as other things like science, but I mean, I can't think of one. And I think his handling of COVID has been disastrous, and he is directly responsible. I mean, give me a break. This guy talks. He tells people that they should inject bleach and stuff.
That's a lie.
He goes on the news.
That's a lie.
No, it's not.
No,
Dave, you
he
just
said
lied.
it. The fuck?
Hydroxyquinone. No, I didn't.
Satan is your daddy.
What? What?
My dad's name is Vittorio.
Victoria Satan.
Okay.
But you just lied, man, with no shame.
What?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You
No,
lied
what?
when you said the president told someone to inject that into their arm. He never said that.
He said
He
it.
said
God
that
damn.
these detergents or something had remarkable qualities, and we should figure something out with that, like maybe, I don't know, injecting it. That's
That's not
almost
what he
verbatim what he
said,
said.
Dave. You're still lying.
It's almost verbatim what he said.
Oh
Yeah,
You
my
pull up the
God.
transcript? Do
You're
you want to
lying,
pull up the
Dave.
transcript?
And I
Do you want to
understand
pull
it
up the
because-
transcript?
Because and I told you,
You have a
people
computer right there.
You hate the straight, white, conservative, Christian man of power because you're not able to
Aw.
turn the country into a total socialist society. And
The
he's
poor
leading the
straight
way.
white conservative
You
Christian.
hated
The
him.
poor straight white conservative Christian.
Oh my
You hated him
God.
because he's in the way. And so it doesn't matter what I say about him.
I'm
It doesn't
straight and
matter
white.
what he does.
I'm enjoying tons of privilege too.
It doesn't matter what he does. You're still gonna hate him.
What?
Well, no, if he became a decent person, I wouldn't hate him any longer. I just don't think he has it in him.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
As a
isn't
man
it?
who do not believe that God exists, I rest my case.
We
What?
Yeah, you don't have a
Might
case,
want
but
to-
sure, rest it.
might want to go into Q&A now just to try to get through as many questions.
Okay, alright, let me cut it here because oh God. The last part is atrocious. I don't know what their point is. It's just basically like it's a comedy, like not even a comedy, it's just a shit show. Like you don't even know what's happening. You could see me, I probably like looking like I'm high right now. I'm not taking drugs, but don't take drugs, but like bro, I got high listening to all this shit. Like the hell is going on? Like my brain's just, it's like my soul is just got out of my body and just running around the room or some shit. Like I don't know what's going on here, but alright, let's cut it, and next part will be about the Q&A.